Everybody's asking the same question: iOS or Android? Apple, Google, iPhone, Pixel, Samsung, whatever. A lot of people are asking the wrong question. Because the thing is, the best phone isn't necessarily the one with the best spec, or the best camera, or the newest AI feature. The best phone is usually the one that fits your life. So on this video, what we're gonna do, we're not gonna answer like, is iOS better than Android? But we're gonna go through the question that you should ask yourself before picking your next phone. Let's check it out. Question 1. Where do you live? This sounds very strange, but it's a very important question. And the reason why it's because we live in a world where companies advertise feature globally now. We see many feature announced, but not available everywhere. And this is very common right now. I'll give the best example: AI feature. Like Google on one side will announce a lot of feature with Google Gemini Intelligence, Magic Q, all of these kind of feature, and most of the time they will be only available in the US first. And if you're lucky, maybe more country will be added over time, and sometime it's gonna be still after years and years US only. So that's very important, especially if you live like me in Canada or in Europe and other countries. So some AI tools also will only be like available. Like you may have the same app, like Google Photo, an example, and some feature in Google Photo won't be available in your country. Like in Canada, the Imagine feature to remix your pictures, stuff like that, it's still missing in action. Now it's available in a few more countries, but not here. On top of that, you also have language lock feature. Like many feature will only be available in English and sometime in English US. So if you are in UK, you're out of luck. Or if you speak French, like me also, or Spanish, you may be out of luck. So you have to be very careful. I did pick Google, but also with Apple, it's the same thing. Some feature will be locked in region or languages. Like they announced with iOS 27, Siri AI. Siri AI will be only available in English first. We don't know if it's going to be all English or only English US. And at the same time, it's not going to be available in all countries in the EU. So depending where you are in the world, you may be buying something 100% of the price and benefit maybe 50% of the feature. So you have to be very careful you don't spend too much and have not enough. Question 2, what devices do you already own or want to in the future? And this is very important because your phone doesn't live in isolation. It connects to your laptop. It connects to your, an example, your smartwatch, your earbuds, your smart home, your TV, your lights, everything around you. And this is something very important to keep an eye on when you decide which device you want to buy or which ecosystem you want to buy in. Next question, do you actually use AI and how? Because every company is selling AI right now. Gemini, Apple Intelligence, ChatGPT, you get Copilot, Claude, and let's be honest, Android and iOS now are fully embedded with AI. Especially now with the announcement of the new iOS 27 and Android 17. But the thing is it for you? And are you going to use all these features announced by Google or Apple? Is it for you? And that's why it's very important to sit down and say, where do you stand with AI and how do you want to use it? And at the same time, just going back to the first question, where are you living? Because based on your location, maybe some AI feature announced by Google or Apple won't be even available. So that's why this is something very important to understand, like what do you understand and want to use about the AI and what's available for you to use. And based on that, you'll be able to pick which ecosystem. But you can still use other AI in both ecosystem. You can use ChatGPT, Gemini, even on iOS. You can use ChatGPT, Copilot, Claude on Android with no problem. Question 4, and this is interesting because this is a question that most reviewers or video will never talk about. What do you find the most frustrating in technology? And this is important because usually we focus on what do we want. Like we want this, we want that, this is great, this is amazing. But sometimes what's also very useful is what we hate the most. Because I don't want this, I don't want that. And this is something important because when you pick an ecosystem or device, it's maybe sometimes very important to not have these features or those features that you may hate in the future. I'll give an example. Are you the type of person who hate complicated setting? Or do you want something just to like you plug and play and everything works? Or do you find very annoying that you're not able to customize every single part of your phone or device? Another question, how long do you want to keep your device? I know some people will upgrade every year. Guilty. But some other people, like normal people, because I'm not, will keep their devices for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Some people, their device is, secondary. It's not important. It's not their life. They will change they will keep that device until it's not working at all. So knowing that, it's always important to know about support. And I think this question right now is pretty even on both sides. Now, I feel both ecosystem will support their devices for a long period of time. Even I was surprised with iOS 27 this year. They were saying that it's going to be supported on even till iPhone 11, and that will even make your older iPhone faster. So that's something to keep in mind. Same thing with support. I know with Apple it's pretty useful. There's Apple Store everywhere in the world, so if you need support. With Samsung, Google, do you have the same kind of support if you need it? So that's something very important to keep in mind when you pick an ecosystem too, depending on your needs. Also, like a very controversial question, who do you communicate with? What's your circle like? Your family, your friends, the application you are using. Because this is important. Technology is social. Like if all your family is loving on iOS, doing FaceTime every week, maybe picking Android might be a little bit complicated. You may have to find another way. And this is not the green or blue bubble thing. Because yes, it's still a thing, but it's not as bad as it used to. Because it's not true that Android or iPhone cannot text each other. We have what we call RCS technology, and you get all the image, all the icon, the emoji, everything is working. You may not have the background or all that kind of like fluffy thing that iOS have or Android have on their side, but it's still, at least it's working. But depending on if you want these features to work perfectly with your family, your friends, stuff like that, you may pick one side, sadly. AirDrop is another example. It used to be very just Apple, but recently we see more and more Android phone having AirDrop to iPhone. Just keep an eye in mind with this feature. AirDrop is great, but it's not as fast as Apple to Apple. But at least you'll be able to AirDrop a file or a picture from Android, some certain Android, mostly Pixel phone, to iPhone. And I think it's working even like from Pixel phone to Mac. So that's kind of cool. But depending on your friend, your family, your application, because application is very important. Depending on which application that your life depend on. I know, like an example, Instagram works much better on iOS than Pixel or Google Android. I know Google announced a partnership with Instagram to make it better, but it's still not on par. And I know a lot of friends. I had a friend who's an influencer, love Pixel phone, but add an iPhone just to take video, an example. So because for Instagram. So that's something to keep in mind when you pick your ecosystem too. And the last question is, what do you really use your phone for? And this is something very important because the first few questions were about picking the right ecosystem. An example, the kind of question to fine tune which ecosystem you'll pick. And this question is about when you're inside an ecosystem, which phone is right for you. You don't need maybe the most powerful phone, the best camera, or the most AI feature if, an example, you're just a casual user. But maybe if you're a gamer on your phone, you need the most powerful phone. If you travel or you take a lot of pictures, cameras are important. But based on that, you'll have to figure it out, like what kind of phone do you need. Like on iOS, an example, if you need the best camera ever, the iPhone Air is not for you. If you are a gamer on Android side, maybe Pixel phone are not for you because they're powerful but not on the GPU side. So depending on what you need, you'll be able to fine tune what kind of like the highlight of each phone and which phone is the best for you. And that's pretty much all the questions you should ask yourself when you want to change ecosystem or when you're looking for a new device. The goal is not to be like, should I buy an iPhone or Android phone, blah, blah, blah. You should really ask yourself all these kind of questions first. And based on your answers, probably you'll have something in mind at the end. Just to give you an example, for me, I used to be a long-time user with Apple. I had everything Apple on launch day every year, and last year I decided to go with the Pixel phone because I felt the Pixel 10 Pro Air provided best camera, the AI feature, and I wanted to change something. And it was super easy to do because now with all the the migration applications that you can use, and even Google and Apple had to they transfer my photo from iCloud to Google Photo. It was super easy. And because I'm changing every year, I noticed this year with all the new feature, because on Google I realized all feature were not available in Canada, and it was like kind of like a letdown a little bit on that part. And now with iOS 27 who's coming with Siri AI, I decided to go back to Apple with all my my application, my iPhone and my watch and my earbuds and stuff like that, because I felt this time iPhone and Apple was offering much more in line with what I was looking for. So this is an example that maybe one time you'll be like, oh, iOS is more for you, and the other time is going to be Android, because like I said, the gap is very, very close between these two now. But the thing is, if you ask yourself all these questions that we saw during the video, you will probably be able to aim exactly on which ecosystem is best for you, and I hope it will help you find the best device for you. So if this video is useful, if you enjoyed this video, or if at the end you decide on which device or ecosystem that you prefer based on these kind of questions, let me know in the comment down below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good day.